Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Avorion with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to our carrier, now without weapons, which I'll get into in just a moment. In today's episode, we have one very simple goal, to finish Operation Exodus, the main mission we got last time to get one of the Zotan artifacts, the all-powerful artifacts that will allow us to go through the gate close to the centre of the galaxy and enter the galaxy's core, which I believe is how we get Avorion, although perhaps you get Avorion near the gate. Either way, we want to go through there as it is the main quest line, and I am a sucker for doing the main quest line eventually. So then, why is our lovely little cruiser currently stripped of all of its weapons? Well, simply put, I wanted to quickly show off how the Zotan artifact actually works. So it works in a very simple way, which is a little bit different to how the wiki page currently lists it, because the wiki page gives an overarching summary of all of the different Zotan artifacts. And it turns out they are all a little bit different from each other, or at least some of them are different from some of the others. So how it works, you can see over here where my mouse is now circling, we have one free turret, which can either be used as an armed turret or as an unarmed turret. Over here we can see we have 1+1 for each, that's one for the dedicated and one for the free slot, which can be used anywhere. If we insert this here, that goes all the way up to 6, so it's actually giving us +5 of the free turrets. These are the turrets which pretty much anything can use. The unarmed turrets and the armed turrets can use this slot, which means it's really good. It also does not consume power, unlike the other modules, for instance this one, which would require 0.46. This requires nothing and gives us more, because not only is it giving us enough slots for 5 armed turrets, they can also be used for unarmed, and normally, when you get things like that, which just give us any type of turret, I think we have one over here, which is an all turret, it gives us less than a specialized, which means that's really good. Like, I can't understate how good this is, and apparently some of them do actually give you +6. So, hopefully when we finish the Operation Exodus, we can go out and we can get another one of these to instantly use. And now I need to remember what we actually had installed. I believe they were all armed turrets. And yes, this bug has once again came back, although apparently not for that one. Okay, this is how it's working now. This is the most inconsistent bug I have ever seen in a game. It doesn't work, then it works, then it doesn't work, then it works, and it's all over the place. Anyway, one more armed turret, please, thank you, which means we now have a grand total of 19 maximum armed turrets, which I now have to reinstall. It was just easier to showcase otherwise. Enough waffling, let's get going. I'm going to go all the way over to the next zone, which I believe is that one. Yes, indeed it is, and unless I find something interesting on the way, I'll be over there in just a second. Okay, well, this is completely random, but the AI is now active and trying to kill us. We just teleported over here, and apparently the AI is here, and it's very mad at our continued existence. So I do know a few things about this. The AI uses only plasma weaponry, as you can see. The AI will split into multiple enemies once you start hurting it too much, and ultimately the AI is going to be an utter pain in the butt cheeks, although thankfully we do have very powerful shields, even if currently my main shield upgrade is not online, so it shouldn't be all that difficult. The AI is an earlier boss, similar to the pirate boss, which I am still yet to find, because I think I'm too close to the core, so it should just be a matter of waiting it out and eventually destroying it. There we go! A piece of the AI just broke off, and we need to eliminate it from existence, and once we kill this fellow, we should get ourselves the glorious thing known as a Zotan artifact. Come on, just die. I'm an overpowered machine of constant damage. There we go. Let's make sure to kill all the floating parts as they appear. We don't want them spawning against us. Yeah, do feel kind of like I've cheated this, honestly. We're definitely a bit too late to be doing this fight. We could send our salvage drones against it, just for the sake of it. They will do some serious damage. Fine, we're going to lose them. Only one squad, though. Only one squad, because people wanted to see them do combat. There we go. Salvaging drones, aid me. Now, as long as I stay close, in theory, the AI should only focus on me. Now, that's a big in theory, because the AI is known to randomly choose new targets. And I don't mean the AI as in this specific enemy, I mean the AI as in the AI of all ships in this sodding game. That's it, salvage beams, do your damage. There we go, chunk just broke off thanks to them. We're getting loads of stuff, lordy loo. Lots of nanite as well. Yeah, essentially, we were meant to be fighting this when we had the neonite. Yes, I know I said I know I said something by mistake, it's a word most likely. I've been tripping up on my words all day today, I don't really know why either. I wish I could blame something like alcohol or too much caffeine, but no, just me. Oh no, apparently the Zotan are about to appear as well. Although this is an anti-Zotan ship, so maybe the Zotan will fight the AI if I don't start fighting them. We're getting so much stuff. Oh, it's glorious. So many guns, specifically. Go salvagers, I believe in you. Have I lost any fighters yet? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, that one's no, that one isn't targeting, okay. When I last used them, the enemy instantly targeted the fighters and ignored me, so perhaps that was a fluke? And maybe the fighters are better than I thought. Oh, I really hope I was wrong, and they are. I am so lucky. Okay, so its damage is actually increasing. It's meant to be a battle of durability, clearly. The longer you can last, the better. So if you have very strong shields and you've gone for sturdy over speed and firepower, like I have, then you're probably going to have an easy time. If you've gone for a very quick, very light vehicle with less energy production, you're probably going to have quite a bad time. Ooh, 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 shiny. Look, there's a shiny thing over there. Thank you. Oh my god, how many... Okay, my shield is actually looking pretty bad now. I thought it was really easy, but actually, we're about to hit halfway. Okay, need to start focusing on the smaller pieces again. I've been focusing on the large chunk too much. Where's my drones? Okay, they've lost their target because the main target has been destroyed. Oh, I must have destroyed the main AI chunk. So now it's only small chunks. Okay, babies, get back to me. Don't want to lose you guys. You're way too expensive. And of course you have life inside of you, which I guess is somewhat important. Just die. Now I wish I had auto-fire on everything. Well, I have auto-fire on a couple of weapons. There we go. Now I don't need to do anything. Actually, having half of them do auto-fire may be better. Go ahead. Do your worst. Or best, even. How many things do you have? Is like every chunk of this thing just more and more AI cores? I did not expect this. This is getting a little bit silly now, honestly. Oh, another shiny. I want the shiny. Give me the shiny. Thank you. Now, I am aware that one of the Zotan artifacts you actually get at the research station if you put in enough legendary items. And I think you can make legendary items from the exotic items, although I'm not certain about that, so I will have to Google that. So don't worry, if I am wrong, I will find out before wasting things which are so expensive and so, well, exotic. Okay, yeah, my health is looking bad, but the enemy don't seem to be particularly quick. I can probably get out of here and then come back to finish it off. How much stuff have we got from this? Just a huge... Oh, Lord. There's more loot here than Borderlands. It's glorious. Oh, it's like a living... We're fighting a living scrap heap. I'm home. I wonder how much damage we've taken from collisions with the bits of the AI. Probably quite a bit. Just keep on firing. Eventually, everything will be dead. I just hope the Zotan don't get in here before everything's gone. So much neonite. If I was just using salvaging beams, I would be a very rich man. We're really close now. The enemy's max health, as you can see by the top, is dwindling rapidly. And the crew of the Nurgling was paid. Eventually, I will go and get the sunfish, I promise. It's currently... The crew members must be really happy. They've got the easiest job in the world right now. Just sit there and guard the empty sector. You'll be paid. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, the Zotan have just appeared, we have loads of red dots on the top of our screen. Danger, a large alien fleet. Yeah, great, and I have almost no shields left. Considering how much shielding I have, this is actually surprisingly close. Just give me everything. Ooh, shiny. Give me the shiny. Give me it. Show me what you've got. Come on, good boy. Or get, I don't know, AI, you are whatever you want to be. Maybe you are secretly a Magikarp. Hashtag AI Magikarp. Is that the last one? I think it might be. Yes! It's dead! There it is! There it is, there it is. Get it before it floats away. I was about to say, where's the Zotan item? There it is. Is that a Zotan? What is that? That's not a Zotan item, is it? No, systems, what are you? Oh, it is, it definitely is. Okay, we have number 6. Okay, let's grab all the stuff we have, let's warp out, and where are we going? We're going over there. Okay, so just warp right next to it, that's fine. Grab everything we can before we warp out. Okay, so maybe fighters are actually better than I imagined. I am surprised by that. Or maybe the enemy target fighters more than they do the mining variants. Of course, when I'm saying fighters there, I mean the combat variants. Perhaps they target them with a higher priority? I really don't know. Go on, get the gold. Ow. Oh, come on, really? I've already taken enough damage from collisions. I'm waiting to get back to a repair dock, because right now it's going to cost us a fortune. I also found out, thanks to the lovely commenters in the previous video, that you can actually interact with a lot of the cargo ships and satellites which have been killed, and basically loot their stuff. Let's warp through them. Goodbye! I bet I missed something really important, but I don't care. Okay, so then, let's see how good this is. So right now we have 19 out of 19. We use this instead of this, and 20. So once again, it's a +5. So the number 5 is also a +5, similar... Sorry, the number 6 is also a +5. Which means we have space for one more gun. And that's no longer causing us energy loss. So absolutely fantastic there. So I'll add a weapon and hopefully be right back, finishing off the other mission. We have destroyed the AI! We are truly gods amongst mere men, even though, well, the AI is an earlier boss. Seriously though, huge shields. Really good. Size matters. Now entering the coordinates for Operation Exodus. Mission updated, Operation Exodus. Beacon. Hello, Beacon. Okay, so I need to go somewhere else now, don't I? Really? How many times am I going to have to do that? Oh, you are kidding me. Look how far away that is. It's like not close in the slightest. Okay, I haven't read this, but I am betting my left hair on my nose that this is going to end up taking us all the way into this corner. I'm very attached to my left hair on my nose. I have 2 hairs, apparently. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh... I think I need some alcohol. Whilst I wait for the next jump, I would like to hear people's opinions on adding time lapses to the videos from now on. In essence, when I do some heavy building, probably not light building, but heavy building, for instance when I build a brand new ship or have a major renovation to our current carrier, would you like a time lapse in which time is sped up watching me do the build work with some music in the background, or would you rather it with the current format with cuts, with me talking, and then simply skipping ahead until something important has happened? I could always voice over the time lapses, still with music or without music depending, so opinions, please, comments, good. Yay! Nothingness. Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry, were you going this way? It's okay, I'll just rest here then. And now I need to wait again. You know, that's just mean. Because I know for a fact I won't be able to get past that. Is space itself conspiring against me? Here's my goal. 2 jumps at most. This. And I choose to go above it, and then this happens. You know, that's just not fair. That's simply not cricket. That is very, very triggering, I must say. I'm heavily triggered right now. Oh look, we found Pac-Man. Hello Pac-Man, what are you doing, sir? Well, it looks like either A, you are vomiting this space rift, B, you are eating this space rift, or C, you have just vomited this space rift, but it looks pretty good still, a little bit of sweet corn in there, and you're eating it again. I'm voting C. Whilst being a little bit bored and reading up on some of these blocks, because sadly each time I want to portal around it takes around about 2 minutes, I found out something interesting. These stone corners and overall stone blocks are actually immune to the lightning weapons, and I believe they're also immune to the Tesla weapons. I'm actually curious, as if that will either help us in the future or perhaps hinder us, because we are using a lot of lightning and Tesla weaponry. Although we are also using a lot of lasers and chain guns and plasma, so it won't be too bad, but certainly about half of our damage is coming from lightning and electricity-based weaponry. Just something random I found out whilst warping around. And again, I can't warp around as soon as I finish the sentence. Do you know how awesome it is when you get to warp and then it's like, oh, there's a clear part to edit. Everything's easier. As you can tell, I become very chatty when I become very bored. Thank you! Oh, lordy Lou, we're finally almost there. One more warp away. It's just going to take a while. I pray. That's a word now. Oh, hello. Mission updated. Operation Exodus, and apparently there are fellows under attack. Do we care about them? Okay. Doesn't actually tell me where, though. Okay, then, for a second, let's help out these poor fellows. Which apparently is going to be remarkably easy. Yeah, this is what happens when you go about and do all the early missions late. Hello there. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Can I now show location? Yes, I can. That's what I wanted to see. But we may as well also help out these fellows. So, were these guys here just by accident? Is that what just happened? Is that really it? Just these guys were being attacked by pirates, and it's a complete coincidence that all this was here. You. Then I'm going to see if there's any loot left in those lovely cargo vessels, at least the ones which are still alive. I meant to do that. Look at my sick flips, bruh. That sounded hip, right? I'm cool with the kids. Thank you. And finally, you die as well. I helped. Seriously, still another one? I'm like 10 times your size. Oh my lord, how many of these guys are there? Ooh, stuff is being dropped from my ally. Yoink, thank you. I meant to go past that one because this one is the true threat. This is George. George is a bad person. Don't be like George. I keep forgetting how fast this craft can actually get to. Because it looks so sluggish, but it really isn't. There we are. Do we get a reward? We do! Yay! Go us! We are the kindest of people. I mean, I could kill these people, loot their corpses, take their money, but we are not pirates. At least, not yet. At some stage, likely. Oh my lord, it is going really far away, isn't it? Well, time to open Netflix. This is gonna be a while. I don't care if these fighters will never be the main weapon or the main tool of this craft. I love them so much. It's one of the many things I adore about Avorion. I love fighters. I've always loved them. For people who've stuck around on the channel since reassembly, you will know I love drones. Drones are my ultimate love. Little mini ships for a mothership. It's the only thing I think I prefer over missiles. And the idea of each one of these having a single pilot, and then my craft having hundreds of people, I think something like 300, something ridiculous at the moment, currently all residing in here. It's such a cool concept, and I absolutely adore it. Also, we have far too many people currently on board. We need some more trained sergeants, but other than that, we are doing pretty well at having specialists. Also, these fighters deal really, really quickly with titanium. So I'm going to stick around here for a little bit, maybe get to about 20,000 titanium, because why not? And apparently there are some things we can grab as well, like secret stashes, and then I'll be right back, teleporting onwards. It's rare that we have somewhere so laden with titanium now that we're normally so much closer to the core. Okay, I think everyone can admit that looks amazing. I really need to get some higher quality fighters. Right now, the main problem my fighters have is that they are very inefficient. They're only getting like 12% of the resources, and the same goes for our salvagers because we didn't really have the luxury of shopping around trying to find the best of the best. We simply had to find the specific specializations, the miners and the salvagers. But even so, that's awesome. Once again, we find Pac-Man. Theory C becomes more and more likely. And we're still so far away. Mission updated, Operation Exodus. And hello there, Mr. Beacon, and once again we're going further away. We're going way further away. At this point, it's actually becoming likely we may, just may, find the pirate boss by jumping around towards this beacon. The reason for this, of course, is because apparently, according to the very little I've read, the pirate boss will appear where there is no mass and no electronic signature. So if we keep on doing this and keep on going to non-dedicated areas, areas with no mass and no signature, we very well may meet the boss, because we're so far away from the core now. Which would be bizarre, because that means we'll get even more of the relics. Also, look at how much stuff I managed to get from the AI. Look at it! Bask in my vast wealth! I love how you can see where you've been warping, because there's this really weird line just heading away from all of the constellations, all the way to here, to Pac-Man throwing up. Because, you know, that's what you want to see in your videos. And 35 seconds. And so, here we go into Pac-Man's vomit. Pac-Man's vomit being oddly effective. Hello there, Beacon, you flashy bugger. Let's see. Where now? And he's done a full flip to vomit on us yet again. We are actually going to the corner of the galaxy, aren't we? This is actually happening. I have watched like a whole 2 shows at this stage. This is the least interactive I have ever been in a game. Why do the little stars always perfectly fit the Pac-Man's face? Conspiracy theories, please. I will be waiting for them in the comment section. I will read every one. I've just thought, at some point, some poor bugger has done this journey without having a hyperspace upgrade, which reduces the cooldown of the hyperspace jumps and increases the range. To those people, I salute you, because my mind is slowly fading away. Because most of these, as you can see, actually increase the cooldown, which makes things even worse. This thing is awesome, and I love it. It's my new best friend. 1, 2, and... I'm not even going to pretend to know what this shape's meant to be. A bell? The sorting hat? Slytherin? Something tells me this isn't the end. Oh, no, there's a wreckage, and there's a beacon. Yep. Yep, we're going to the very corner. Okay, I'm just going to skip ahead until we eventually get there at this point, because I'm getting tired. Also, this thing's made out of Xanian. That's bizarre. Hello there. Okay, we can't use it, so salvage squad, go, go, go! Get me all that lovely, lovely loot. And now we need to go back around to go past this rift. Lovely. No. Why can't you just send me to where we're meant to be? I promise I'll be good. Oh, wait, no, the beacon was just there. Okay, where's the beacon? There's the flashy beacon. Beacon, let me guess. Is it, by any chance, northeast to my current location? Oh, boy, is that northeast. I mean, you could call it northeast, but that's just splitting hairs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm guessing at this point, we are going to go to the end of the galaxy. I mean, come on, if we've gone this far already, if we're not going to go to the end, it's an absolute waste. So I wholeheartedly agree with the decision to waste more of my time. Because it's kind of cool. We finally found it, the communication beacon, something different from the regular beacons. We never took part in Operation Exodus ourselves, it was our ancestors who did it, and I do apologise if there was a bit of a cut there, there was a bit of a weird minimising of the screen, you missed absolutely nothing, this is the first time I actually have proper options. So, I'm just going to ask, what is Operation Exodus? Operation Exodus was the largest migration the galaxy had ever seen. After we realised we couldn't beat the Zotan at the time, we decided to flee. They were getting closer and closer to our home sectors, so we and our allies decided that it was time to fall back and work out a new strategy. We realised that the Zotan were expanding their territory from the centre of the galaxy, so we thought the best move would be to journey to the edge of the galaxy. We hoped that this might give us enough time to find a strategy to beat them. Half of the galaxy had agreed upon this, and we went on with the preparations. Then they hit us. We didn't know if they... And after stammering like a loony for a minute there, then they hit us. We didn't know if they knew what we were planning, or if it was just a coincidence, but subspace rifts started to appear. Well, I have seen those. They tore the galaxy to shreds, billions of lives were lost, entire sectors just disappeared. It was a slaughter, and the worst part, we never even saw a single Zotan ship. The Alliance was weakened, and there were thousands of factions arising out of the chaos. But we had come too far, investigated too many resources, and by investigated I mean invested. We had to go through with Operation Exodus, but it was too disorganized. Nothing went according to plan. Most members of the Alliance weren't even agreeing on where we would leave to. Finally, we decided that we could not wait any longer. We took off and left behind beacons that would lead the members of the Operation Exodus to this place. And now we live here. Okay. So, what should I ask next? So many questions. Who are you? We are the descendants of the Haiti. Our ancestors used to live near the centre of the galaxy. Okay, we've asked the rest. Where are you? We're scattered over all of these wreckages. I would never have thought anyone would come out here. We set up this beacon, but we never thought anyone would use it. There are many more of us in other sectors, but sadly we can't reach them, and now we live here. Okay, next. Do you know how to beat the Zotan? The Zotan ships are no more special than ours or yours. They're strong, but you can defeat them in combat. The main problem is that there's just so many of them. You have to stop them from calling in reinforcements. We don't know how to do that or where they're coming from, but during our times fighting them, our ancestors managed to get their hands on some of their technology. Dyslexia kind of hurting me there a little bit. You have some of it if you want, it's worthless to us anyway. Okay, I will take it. We dumped one of the artifacts from a wreckage near you. Have a look around. After a little looking around, we finally found it, and this is the Zotan number 1 artifact. So let's see how effective this is, replacing one of our +4s, and once again, it's essentially a +5. Still really good, considering it doesn't require energy. So, we now have space for one more weapon, and with that, I'm afraid I am going to have to call the episode here. As you can probably tell by the amount of cuts and ultimately how sleepy I sounded, I am remarkably tired and desperately need some sleep, but I have had a lot of fun exploring the galaxy. In the next video, we will be looking for the pirate boss, and after that, we will be once again upgrading our ship, getting getting closer to the core and upgrading the resources which make up our lovely carrier. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Avorion is a series you would like to see continued in the future. I've already told you what we will be doing next time, and enjoy. Goodbye. And now, for a blooper of Lathrix trying to do the intro for the 4th time. Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Avorion with me, Lathrix. And of course, welcome back to our carrier, now with absolutely no weapons, which we'll get into in just a moment. In today's episode, we're going to go out, and we are going to finish Operation Exodus. This is the 4th time trying to do this sodding intro. Operation Exodus. Exodus. Hashtags Exodus. Try and spell that, guys. Operation hashtag. I'm putting this at the end of the video.